right, welcome to a live stream. We're gonna see what's going on with Bitcoin. Take a peek at Litecoin and Ethereum as well. Um, Let me get my cell phone hooked up here. See if I can make sure I can see you guys in the chat. Welcome to a live stream. What's up, Mac? How's it going, buddy? Um, Gotta go get my. Oh, there it is. Hooking up my cell phone because it's about dead. What's up, Merle? How's it going, buddy? How's everybody's trades go today? We nailed it. We nailed it. I didn't execute my trade very well. I'll tell you all about it later. But nailed the call. Nailed the plan. I was excited about that. What's up, Mickey Momo? Hey, Ahmed. What's up, man? Ahmed, did you make good profit today, buddy? Did you profit, my man? Hey, Superwoman from Holland. Welcome. Glad you're here. From Holland. All right. Yeah. Take your profit, Merle, and be happy with it. You don't have to catch. You can look for an entry in the next move if there's another one. Don't worry about it, buddy. If you take it, they can't take it. See? You worried about a couple of dollars? Nah. Don't worry about a couple of dollars. What's up, James? All right, guys. There's some important things I want to get over to you. A lot of you here from the trading group. Glad you made it. And this is I want to talk about some things here that are concerning to me and also exciting. So there's good and bad to look at, and I want to prepare you for what could be coming. Okay, so just want to give you ideas, ideas from the chart here. Okay, we've got about 19 of you here, so I'm going to go ahead and get started with my TA. I'm going to ignore the chat for a little while, but let me know you're here, and I'll make sure I acknowledge you and and welcome you. Okay, let's first off, I want to just show you the essence of this wave, just looking at it within context here. I know, a lot of you are like, oh, look, it's a head and shoulders. It's an inverse head and shoulders. Um, okay, if you want to call it that, that's cool. That is cool. Could be, and it might be, and that's fine. It could be reversal. We've been calling for reversal, been looking for reversal, especially looking for a bounce. Uh, yeah, that could be. I personally don't trade by chart patterns. I trade by Elliott wave. The chart patterns are created by the waves, and so I just prefer to talk about them based upon the waves. And so that's the way I think about things. But um, could be reversal head and shoulders there, and inverse whatever. Wind moon. We'll find out here, Ken. We'll find out, buddy. What's up, Mark Anthony and Vladimir? Glad you're here. Um, yeah, we'll have to see if there's some more dumps coming. We'll have to see. What I want to show you is the ingenious move of the market makers here. Let me just zoom in a little bit. First off, um, we were prime. We had divergence here. We were prime on the higher top, way oversold, way oversold. We have uh, bullish divergence here. Everything was prime. This is a perfect move. I mean, and it's almost too perfect. It was scary. That's one thing that bothers me about this move, and I just want to share that with you. I shared that in the group today, the Telegram group. I just said, just be careful. I'm not seeing a whole lot of market maker shenanigans. Look at it, guys. We had an impulse off the bottom. Okay, we had a consolidation that was three waves. It didn't take forever. When we measure the wave, guys, it came to the 618 perfectly, as if it was like supposed to. We had a reversal off of it. It looks like a nice five wave structure off of that second bounce. It's just like, can you get any more perfecter? And you just can't. And so you just like, when I see something like that, guys, I'm just like, what in the world's going on? The trade was too easy. Okay, so yeah, that just causes me to be a little okay. Let's keep our minds about us and not get all moon boy on us. Okay. Now, what I want to show you here is just the genius of this market maker pattern. Okay, the candles that have been printed by the makers. I want to just show you. We kind of came here, we wicked up to the one-to-one extension almost, but didn't quite make it, and that's something that's going to be part of the analysis here in just a minute. This looks like a corrective move. Okay, this is a 5-wave. Okay, we got a 5-wave impulse. Okay, followed by a 3-wave, followed by a 5-wave, guys. That's a 3-wave zigzag. That's a 5-3-5 zigzag if I've ever seen one. Okay, so you look at that and you're like, yeah, that looks awful zigzagish. I mean, what I would have liked to have seen is some follow through a little faster. I would have liked to have seen this today. Okay, then it's clear what's going on. We had an impulse up to the 1618, okay, and we made it all the way up there. Then we got our pullback, and then we're going, then we've got a 1, 2, 3 wave on our hand. Then it's clear what's going on. But right now, what we got going on is, we got a 1 wave or an A wave followed by a B wave or a 2 wave, and then we've got another 5-wave impulse here. Okay. Now I want to talk about the nature of that impulse, but again, you got a one-to-one extension, didn't quite hit the one-to-one extension, so that's also a genius part of this move. All right, so let's talk about the psychology here. Let me just explain what I'm thinking psychologically here from the market maker position as far as the way, what are you thinking? I want you guys to you don't have to tell me, but I want you to answer this question to yourself. What are you thinking? Especially if you're not in this trade. What are you thinking? Oh no, it's going to the moon. So there's your first line of thinking in psychology, that and you're missing out if you didn't get in on the trade, okay? If you didn't get on the bull move. And you're like, "Oh no, I've missed out." And so you're looking, well, when can I get in? Okay, so okay, we're waiting for a little bit of a pullback. Okay, and so we get a little bit of a pullback. Okay, then I'm going to get in right here, right? And that's a great thought. At least you're not getting in up here, okay? Because I wonder how many of you, when this thing started going up again right here, you jumped in right there because you thought it was going to keep on going. You thought it was going to the moon. Guys, you cannot do that. You cannot do that. You've got to be disciplined. I'm going to preach to you a little bit, guys. You've got to be disciplined. You've got to have a rule for yourself. When you miss a move, you miss a move. It's not your trade. It is not your, and this is a rule you need to have for yourself, guys. This is in love. I'm telling you strongly. This is, I just want to tell you, if you miss a move, this needs to be your rule. You cannot enter a trade until you get a 3-wave pullback that's proportional to the move, at least 50% of it. Okay, if you don't get a pullback, at least 50% of the move, okay, and it's proportional in size, okay, not something like that, okay, we're talking something like that, proportional to the size of the wave, okay, and it needs to be about 50% at least, okay. If you don't get that, you don't have an entry. You don't have an entry. Now, the only thing you should be thinking about, if you're thinking about anything, is maybe shorting the top of this thing. So when this thing is finished, you short as it comes down, because you might catch that 3-wave coming down. You remember that when that other move went straight up on us, back on the October 25th, a month ago, you remember that, guys? In one day, the market shot up on us. Well, I mean, if you kept your wits about you, say, okay, I missed that move, but you can catch the move on the way down. Had you shorted this thing all the way down, guys, it took you a while to get your money back, but you got your money back. Okay, and I shorted this thing from $9,600 right here. So as it came down, I actually shorted that. We came back up. We shorted at 96. I rode it all the way down to $8,100. Took profit. It was 81 or 86? No, 86. Got back in short at 87, and then shorted it down to 81. I missed the last wave. We just missed the last bit of it. So, from right here down, I missed the last third or last quarter of it. But, and again, you got to keep your wits about you. Stop trying to stop thinking FOMO land, okay? Stop thinking, oh no, I've got to get in, okay? You got to think smart as a trader, okay? So that's something I want to share with you, okay? Secondly, notice we didn't quite make up to the one-to-one extension. We didn't quite make it, but we almost made it. We barely made it, but not quite. So what that does, that leaves options for the market makers. What do you think a move might be? Well, what if after some consolidation for a little while, they start taking it up, and they take it up really fast? What do you think a bunch of people are going to do once it crosses that top? Oh, we got the consolidation. We got a breakout. What do you think that's going to happen? Well, they're gonna into the trade, and you know what they're gonna do? Bring it right down. Okay, and what that could be is the final wave. Okay, that finally hits that one-to-one extension, that fifth wave that we're looking for, and then boom, 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 like that. And so you've got to be ready for something like that. And so this is why, when you hit this consolidation range, take your profit. I mean, I'm not telling you financial advice, but this is just trading ideas. Take your profit at the top. What I usually do is wait for the second hit. Okay, so you get one hit. Don't worry about your profit there. Let it come back, and then let it hit it again. And once it hits it the second time, and it can't really make a higher high much, take your profit and get out. Okay, two hits to the high. Let me just show you. Let me just show you right down here. Boom. Yeah, it had a hit of a high, came back up, hit of a high. You might have taken your profit right there. If you didn't take and you held it a little longer, you got one more hit to the high, didn't, and then it came back down. You're going to end up taking profit in this region. So take your profit there. Let it ride down. Look to go long again. So that's the way we're thinking as traders, guys. Okay, that's the way we're thinking as traders. So keep in mind that the market, we didn't hit the one-to-one extension. We almost did. So the next move, the next play I'm seeing is that we're going to have a period of consolidation. Okay, it's going to go sideways and maybe down just a little bit, maybe up. It's going to do these little up moves and these little down moves, up moves and down moves, and we're going to consolidate within this range for a little while. And then once they're done, in the early morning hours when you're sleeping or whatever, they're going to take it up, most likely hit that one-to-one extension and then bring it down. That's one play the market makers could do. Why? Because everybody's primed for, we need a bounce, and so what we're primed for is, okay, we got to get a little bit of a pullback. We go up for the next leg, pull back, next leg, and this is what everybody's thinking. But that doesn't have to happen, guys. That doesn't have to happen. What could happen? Well, we just might have an ABC correction here. We could get a move to the up, and then boom, 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 like that, and then get another three wave like that. I mean, who knows? We can get any number of formations here. So that's really the interesting, the thing that's going on here. Let's see what else is potentially going on here. I want to look at this wave that was made today. Okay, what's up, guys? I'm ignoring your chat. I'm sorry. Let me see if I can catch up with the chat here. Say hi to everybody. What's up? Let's see, Mark Anthony. I think I already said hello. Let's see. You're in your moon suit, ready to go. What's up, Andrew? Ken. Reversal because of the 535, right? So there are a lot of people, Ken, thinking 535. This is going to be a reversal. So what's the implications there? Okay, we got a 535, so people are thinking, oh, this is just a correction. So this is the opposite way to think about it. And this is the beauty of the circumstances. This is why they've consolidated the market here, because they can now do whatever they want to do with it. If a bunch of people are going long, they can look at the order books and say, okay, a bunch of people going long, we need to go short. They fake out to the upside, entice those longs in, and then they take it short, stop out those longs, collect all those things, and then they take it up, right? So there's any number of things that could happen. I think Max was mentioning. Max, I finally understand what you were saying. Yeah, if we get a three-wave pullback right here, here's what this could be. If we get a three-way pullback, we got a 1-2 and a 1-2, and we're going to skyrocket, guys. It's going to be a moon. So we could get a three-way pullback here, and then we moon from there, and that would be a 1-2, 1-2. So that's another formation that could come out of here. So there's a lot of formations here. So guys, the direction isn't clear. Let me say it again. I'm going to look really into the camera. The direction's not clear. Okay? The direction's not clear. But I just want you to be ready for market maker moves. Okay? Don't just decide, oh, I got to go long. I got to go long. You don't necessarily got to go long right now. In fact, it's quite dangerous in this location. I want to see, my rule is I want to see a three-wave pullback that matches the size of the move, is proportional to the move, and it's at least 50% of the previous move. That's what I'm looking for, okay? Retest of 7,300, maybe. Yeah, that might be good. That would be 50%. There you go, Christina. What's up, Chris? Gospel Jim. Yeah, I'm just trying to teach good trading psychology. Thanks, bro. What's up, Meyer? Hey, man. Angel Tech, Trade Master. I don't know about Trade Master, but I'm trying to teach you what I've learned. It's 10 to midnight. You're still here. Hey, James. What's up, man? Uh, Good thing you're on a market maker. Yep. All right, very good. Nibbler, what's up? All right, cool. All right, I said hi to everybody. I wanted to make sure I acknowledge everybody that came and appreciate it. All right, so those are some of the options. Now let's just jump in and look at the nature of the waves here and see what we've got. Okay. First off, we started off right here, and I've already done the TA on this. It's a nice impulse right off the bottom. 5 waves, no doubt about it. Got a 3-wave pullback, no doubt about it, guys. It was a WXY. It was beautiful. We came right to our target, right to the 618. It was gorgeous. I fell. I went. So let me tell you my story, guys. My trading story, and I've learned. I've developed a new rule for myself. Okay. So yeah. So I was short. I shorted this whole thing from $7,200. I was short. Okay. Um. As it came down, it took forever. I just waited it out, waited it out. Finally got my move. I was in profit quite a bit. I was trading 2 BTC. I was in profit about, I don't know, it was like $650 or something like that. I wasn't trading a ton, but just a small amount. It was a nice little trade. It would have been a good idea. I didn't take my profit here. Okay. Actually, what I did is I set an alarm right here. And I said, I'm going to take a little nap. And if price comes back and hits my alarm, we got a reversal, and I'll trade it to the upside. Well, guess what, guys? It didn't wake me up, or I had it on mute or something, but the trade came all the way back. I woke up within this consolidation, and you talk about frustrated to no end. Oh, man, was I ever frustrated. I shared it in the group today. I was so frustrated. And so here's the mistake I made today, and I want to share it with you so you don't do what I do, okay? Number one, I didn't set a stop, okay? I don't personally trade with exchange stops. I don't recommend that as a practice. It's just what I do. I trade with alerts. I'll tell you what the new rule that I have here. Hold on one second. My kids are a little loud. Okay. All right. So what I do, I trade with alerts on TradingView rather than hard stops on the exchange, because I don't want the exchange to know where my money is and they can go get it. Anyway, so it was consolidating. Now let me just show you what they did to me today. Look what they did. I mean, I had it right. It was ready to rock, man. It was. Let's see, where is it? Right there. Zoom in. Just telling you all my trading story today. Um, What happened is I put the fibs on this move right there. I was like, actually, I put the fibs on this move right here. So I got that dip there, and I got that right there. I was waiting for price to come on down here to 71.44 to 71.05. Price did not make it at all. It didn't dip that low at all, and it just ran off with me. It just ran off. Once it started kind of coming up here, I was like, oh, they're going to just elongate this. And so what I expected when they did this and then this, I was expecting this to come on down like that. But no, it took off. It took off, and then when it came back, I was like, oh, I almost got in right there because I've seen that before. Let me just share with you guys what they did here, okay? When they do that right there, that's a 1-2, okay? And what they're doing is they kind of they approach the top with a really big candle. People jump in long. They scare you out of your long with this really big candle to the downside, but they do that all the time. It looks just like this on the chart. Boom. And then they take it up. Okay, I've seen that over and over and over. It happens at the top of the wave, guys. When you see that, that's a good signal to go long, and that's a good place to enter the trade. I almost entered it. I was driving in my truck. I hesitated for a minute, and then this thing just took off, and I just. and I got deer in the headlights. I did not stop it out. I'm sitting in I'm sitting in a negative trade right now because yeah, I have the ability to hold trades. I'm ready to stop it out if this thing doesn't come on down. So that's where I am, man. That's my trade. I went from oh man, I was gonna make like $2,500 today on this trade, and I went from that to so yeah, that's my day today. That's how I've been. So there you go. I make trading mistakes too. I want to be honest with you about those things and share those things so you don't do the crap that I do. Okay, because we all make trading mistakes. We all do it. So understand that. Here's what I decided I'm not going to do in the future. Especially this was such a critical moment in the market. I was stupid to want a little bit of sleep. I should have made a cup of coffee. Said, listen, this is work. This is work tonight, and we're working. And I'm going to stay up. I should have stood up, paced the house, did whatever I had to do to watch that trade until it went into profit because that was my entry point and I missed it. So anyway, that's what I'm going to do in the future. Next time we have a critical moment like that, I'm just going to stay awake and yeah, and then trade that thing because that was shoot. I would have made more money in that trade than I would in a week's worth of my work for people sometimes. So anyway, I would have preferred that. So there you go. Oh yeah, no worries, guys. I mean, you win and you lose trades, right? I mean, I'm going to lose like I lost $2,500 in profit that I could have had, but I didn't have it. It was never mine. The profit that I didn't take, it's not mine because I didn't take the profit, right? So these are lessons I want you guys to learn, and these are the lessons I'm trying to teach you guys. And I'm not saying I'm perfect in my trading. No, I'm not perfect in my trading, but I know how to trade properly, and I know what to tell you, right? And I generally am profitable in my trades, but on the other hand, I still make stupid mistakes on occasion. And 2 times this year, I've made sleeping mistakes, and so I'm putting something in my own life to just deal with that sleep mistake. So be careful while you're sleeping because they try to get you while you're sleeping for sure. All right. Okay, so hey, listen, Spartacus, the market always comes back. The market always comes back. It always does. And if it, listen, if I have to cut the trade because I don't like where it's headed, I cut the trade, take the loss, but then I make the next good trade, okay? And I don't try to make my money back. I make the next good trade. All right, so we need to look at the structure now and ask, okay, what's going on here? So let me tell you what I think is going on. I'm going to go down to the 2-minute chart just to see what I think is going on. And, we got some more information happening right here, so I want to take a look at that as well. This is looking like a 3-wave structure right there. I would think that this is not impulsive, that this is going to be some kind of a flat structure and then coming down, just to put anybody at ease if you see it going up. All right, so let's look and see what we've got. So off the bottom here, it looks like a 3-wave structure, but if I go down to the 1-minute chart and if I show you there's a hidden candle, guys, there's a hidden 5 waves in there. If you'd like to see it, I'm going to show it to you. I know people are going to say, no, it's 3 waves, but it's actually 5 waves. Let me show it to you. You see this? Here's the 1-minute chart. See that right there? This whole thing is the 1 wave, and that's the 2 wave, okay? And this is the 1-2 wave of the first. We got 1, 2, and that's either 3, 4, 5, or this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Either way to count it, there's 5 waves in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's a 5-wave start off. Okay, if I would have seen that, that would have been beautiful. And of course, I was sleeping in that part. Yeah, the market was moving while I was sleeping. All right, now, what do we've got here? Let's take a measurement now of our first wave, and let's look at the extension of the next wave and see what we get. I know several of you are sharing charts, guys. I will get to the charts once I finish my analysis, okay? A lot of people are here waiting to see my analysis. What I want to do is give you mine, and then I'll definitely look at yours. All right, so measuring the first wave here, we've got an extension here. This wave came to the 2618, okay? And this wave came to the 4618. The way I wanted to count this, and the way I did count it this morning, was that this was 1, 2, okay? This could be 3, 4, 5, and that's a finished 5 waves, okay? Then we've got a 3-wave pullback, and then what do we have? Okay, so that's one way to count it. Once we got this short little Sorry about that, guys. Once we got this short little wave right here, and it wasn't a deep two, I was like, you know what? That's probably not a. This is probably a three waves. And so what I actually decided was this is one, two, all that's three. This is four, and now what we have here is an extended fifth wave. Extended fifth waves are often a one-to-one extension of 1 through 3. Often the and there you go. But we're not quite at the one-to-one extension of 1, 2, 3. So what does that mean? It means that the market makers are probably going to have one more push to the upside. It's probably not going to be now. It's probably going to be later after a period of consolidation. But what they're probably going to do, if I had to guess, is this. Sorry. All right. Let's see. We got a 1, 2. This is all 3. That's a third wave right there. And then this is 4. We're making 4. Most likely. And this is the fourth wave of this fifth wave. And I would be willing to bet you that we get one more hit to the high for a fifth wave of the fifth, and then we come on down. If we get something deeper, and here's our line of death, it's going to invalidate that right there. Kitty. All right, guys. Sorry, we had a stray cat in crats in our yard, and this little guy was outside freezing cold, and so this is Waffles, and the kids are just super excited about having a cat in our house, and so anyway, they're fighting over petting it and whatever. We took it to the vet today, got some what do you call it? Some shots, and anyway, we got to clean her up. We want to. It just felt so bad for this little kitty. So there you go. That's Waffles, and that's what's distracted me a little bit. The kids and the cat. So there you go. All right, all right, Samuel. I want you to leave him alone for a little while, okay? All right. Can everybody hear me now? All right. Yeah, I turned the mic off to talk to my kids. Sorry about that. So there's Waffles. That's a dead cat bounce. Yeah, it's a dead cat bounce, guys. All right. Okay. So anyway, I would bet that this is a potentially a four wave of the fifth wave. Our line of death right here. If this wave comes down and surpasses, so if we start making a move to the downside and it surpasses that, then I'm wrong that this is a completed five waves right there. And it could be a completed five waves. I want you to know that. But I'm entertaining the idea that it might not be. That it could be, this could be 1, 2, 3, and then, oh, come on. And we have a little bit, another push up to finish up the fifth wave. But not certain about that. But I just want you to be aware of that, okay? There we go. All right. So, yeah. So yeah, that's where we are. We're consolidating, and the market makers know it's an indecisive little place. My guess is that we're going to have a hit to the high and then a breakdown to the low. But I could be wrong. Okay, I could be wrong. What we might have is a consolidation and then another push to the upside for the next wave. But chances are we're going to be coming. Let me get back on a higher time frame. Chances are we need a little bit of a correction before we move up. So if we get a wave that looks something similar to that, guys, coming down, okay, if we start getting a WXY to the downside, like so, like there, and then it respects that trend line maybe, then we might be looking for another move to the upside like that. Um, so be aware of that. In fact, what I would do on your chart if I were you, and I'm not you, but this is just good chart advice. Once you have 2 points, especially on an up move, you want to make sure that you mark the bottom with a line. Okay, so mark the bottom with a line on your chart, and then what you want to do is duplicate that line by holding Control, click on that line, and do that, and then drag it. And you can see how we've respected that line perfectly in that channel. Okay, so that's one way to do that. The other way to do it is you just use the parallel channel. The parallel channels are right. Where is it? It's right here. It's where the trend line is. Go down to parallel channel. You simply click on the bottom and the two lines, and then you just drag. It automatically creates the channel for you. And so that's what you want to have on your chart, so you kind of know if we break the channel to the upside, be careful for a push back down into it, or we're going to have some movement back to the center within this channel. We're going to start moving up within this channel potentially. So Bitcoin loves to follow channels, okay? It just really does. Okay. All right. So that's what I'm looking at. That's my TA for you. There's more to say, but those are the ideas I wanted to share. I mean, when I say there's more to say, I mean there's always more we could try to look at. We could look at divergence here. We can look at the RSI. We are overbought here on a 15-minute RSI, but if we go out to the 1 hour, we're barely touching. So we're not doing too bad, and there's no divergence at all. So the way we're going to get that, the way divergence happens here is that we're going to get another hit to the high that makes a higher high, but then it comes back down, it gets rejected, and so basically the RSI makes a lower low, and so we get a line like this and a line like that, and so that's the way you get divergence on these charts. Okay, and so we'll be watching for divergence as well. So yeah, that's what we're looking at, guys. Let's see anything. But right now, we're primed to kind of keep moving up. Now, whether we go straight up or we kind of come back and make a 1-2-1-2, and then we move up. So anyway, looks like if we come back and make that 1-2-1-2, like I was sharing, and like Max was sharing with me earlier, then or his idea, then that's going to come back down to my price line, so I'll be able to get out of the trade and maybe switch long if it warrants it. Now, if price ends up coming down, guys, if price ends up coming down this way, and it breaks that line, okay, a lot of times it'll retest it and then go. We call that a break, hook, and go. All right, so that's a great trade to the south. Okay. I'm currently already short, so I'm just staying in the short. We'll see what happens. I'm not suggesting that you go short here, but you can do what you want to do. If you do, just watch out for that. But if you want a good wait for a break and then a hook and then it starts going again, and that's a good entry for another another play to the downside. All right, let's look at the macro a little bit, and then I'm going to look at your comments here. Let's look at the macro and say, okay, where could we be headed? Okay, what if this continues on? Okay, what if it continues on? Boom. Looking at price targets. We got the 127 extension here is 79.61, and then the 1618. If we make it up there, guys, it's going to be 82.58. I'm not feeling it. The way this wave is shaped, I'm not feeling it. I feel like we're going to. I mean, I guess we could consolidate, but again, we have to redraw. We'd probably end up having to redraw this a little bit, excluding that wick or something like that, or it'll break out of the channel. So I would definitely recommend having this channel on your chart. Okay, so we're watching these targets right up here. These are the next two key areas. Okay, you're going to find the next point, the next area of interest right here at this juncture there, and then the next area of interest obviously is going to be right there as well. And so those are some areas that we want to pay attention to in structure, because the market will pay attention to them. All right, let me take a peek at what you guys are saying, and then we'll call it a night. You guys got family to be, I'll got family to be with, and we want to make sure that. Yeah, I mean, K4 could BTC go down to 1700? There's no doubt about that. That's a possibility. Is it going to happen tomorrow, next week? Nah, no. Will it happen this year? No. It's going to take a while to get down there, but yeah, that is a. There's no doubt about that. That is a possibility. That is a count that is out there. That is. Um, in more Shasta College. I just saw you. Okay, we'll put waffles. Cat videos. Cat videos will bring more views. All right, Khalid. I will definitely look at your chart here in just a second. Okay, loud and clear. Okay, good, 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 good. Raid, what's up, man? Spartacus. Where do you think the bottom is, guys? I'll be honest with you. Here's what I'm saying. I don't know where the bottom is, guys. I don't know, and I personally don't even like to speculate a whole lot. And here's why. I mean, really, think about it for a minute. What good is it to speculate? Everybody's got their ideas, but what good is it to speculate? So I mean, we can say, okay, yeah, it could go here, but at the end of the day, what are you left with? Well, it could go up, or it could go down. So then, what do you do? Well, the only thing left to do is to play to play the immediate waves, the immediate position. Okay. Now we certainly going to look at the big picture here, guys, and the big picture is still saying down, but right now the big picture is saying we need an intermediate bounce. Okay, that could I'm looking for a bounce up here to $9,000 to $10,000 in that region. I'm not sure it's going to make it up to 10,000, but it certainly could. There's some counts up there that we could, but let's just put this trend line on our chart. Okay. It's coming down, so you start from the top. We're going to retest this trend line at least. Okay, I would probably like to see that. I actually don't like that trend line. Let's try it this way. I'm going to go from X to X right there. That's better. Something like that. So yeah, we could come up here and retest $9,500, retest that trend line. We could break out of it and then come back down. That's what I'm looking at potentially as a play. So anyway, I'm really focused in on, okay, are we going to get this up move or not, and how is that going to play out? I actually, out of everything I've talked about today, I do like the 1-2-1-2 idea quite a bit. So thanks a lot, Maximilian, for bringing that up, and that's definitely a possibility for sure. All right, let's see here. What's up? Cheers from Los Angeles. Nice. Um, hey, good night, James. We'll see you, buddy. Hey, glad to share, Airlob. Hey, Nibbler, thanks for the gift. I appreciate that. I'll buy the cat some milk. Thank you. Hey, Sin. There's Sin Crypto. Well done on your channel, sir. Well done. Definitely, guys, you check out Sin Crypto's channel. He does a great job. Um, So yeah, man. Let's see, Khalid. Let's see your chart. We'll look it up right now. Okay, I'm looking it up right now. I'm gonna go to the stream here. Let's check it out, Khalid. Okay, yeah. I mean, there's some speculation there. Could do that. So he's looking at the shape here and and the different shapes here. So he's correlating this area to this area. So why not? Why not? That could totally take place. I mean, this isn't the same exact shape. We have more of a channel here than we do here. This is more triangular in its shape there, but definitely. Um, that could happen, but just because it did it once, remember that, guys. Just because it did it once doesn't have to do it again, but certainly an idea on the table. There's so many counts. I'll tell you who else does a nice job, and that's Iman on his channel, Crypto Elliott Wave. Guys, check it out. He went over a ton a ton of counts the other night, and they're all valid. I watched Sen's live stream the other night, and man, he's got a lot of good thoughts as well. Make sure, guys, the Elliott Wave guys. Let's see. There's me. There's Hippo. There's Sen. There's Iman on Crypto Elliott Wave. We're taking over the internet, guys. We're taking over. So make sure you just watch all of us and get all of our perspectives, because no one Elliotician gets it right all the time. It's when we put our brains together, think together, and share charts together. We really do a nice job. We're like, oh yeah, that could be that, and this could be this, and that's why we trade within communities. So hey, Sin, thanks for that gift, man. I really appreciate that. That's really kind. I mean, absolutely, very kind. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Um, so yeah, definitely watch all the channels out there, and guys, and support them all. They're all doing a great job. I'm in no competition with anybody. I'm just a guy sharing my perspective, and I kind of have a market maker perspective a little bit, coupled with Elliott Wave, and Sin's pretty good on the macro, man. He's just rocking it on the macro. I kind of rock it on the micro, but anyway, that's kind of what I do on my channel. I kind of give you a daily micro analysis, and so we're all doing a good job. I'm thankful for everybody within the space. We're having a good time together, and it's good. And we're sharing subscribers and things like that. So yeah, you just keep it rocking, guys. Keep it rocking. All right. Anything else? I like the idea, by the way. I didn't, Khalid. I like your idea, man. That's a possibility that we're definitely looking into. I see definitely a possible move to the upside. So the way this is looking to me, my favorite idea right now is this is looking like it's going to be a 1-2-1-2 but that again, that's speculation, so we got to be aware. Remember the warnings I gave you at the beginning, guys. If you didn't get the warnings at the beginning, I just want to remind you guys that the market makers have set you up. This is a perfect setup play, okay? Let me just remind you of the setup for those of you just tuning in. I'll just show you the setup one more time. Okay, we've got this wave. We didn't quite reach the one-to-one extension there. Didn't quite make it, okay? So that's one thing. Then when we measure the next wave, it's the same deal. We didn't quite make the one-to-one extension. So what that leaves is this little open door for this thing to go sideways, 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 take a quick hit up to the one-to-one extension, and then down. Okay, what that's going to do is that as it consolidates for a while, collecting orders, taking positions, basically it's going to entice traders are going to get antsy. Once it breaks the top of this, guys, it's going to entice longs, and then people are going to go long, and then they're going to take it down. So that's a setup that could play out, so be careful, okay? Watch out for that. But keep in mind, the other setup that I see here is that this looks like a corrective wave. This measures like a corrective wave. It's a 5-3-5. It could be finished, and so you need to understand that. And so other people are looking at this as a corrective wave right now, and they're thinking, okay, we're going to go more to the downside. So really, the market makers could take it up, they could take it down. It just depends on where the orders are, where they're taking price in the long run, and the most beneficial way to get there. And they're going to confuse the mess out of you as they do it. And so we're just going to try to figure it out along the way. So keep that in mind, okay, guys? Keep that in mind. That they're going to try to take your money, so be aware of the plays that could come. That's why it's basically you want to wait for the play to reveal itself like it did here. We went long down. I mean, we were short down to the 618 retrace as well as the one-to-one extension, or the one, I can't remember, it was 127, I can't remember, but or the 1618 actually, I think it was. It was confluent, and then you get in early in the move, and then you just take your profit. And so whatever the market maker move is, you don't have to worry about it. You're like, I already got my money. I'll wait for the market to reveal itself again. So yep. Moon up the likes. Moon them up. Let me smash the table. All right, guys. Hey, let's see. The channel links. Yeah, I can try to do that. But basically, just click on Send Crypto's icon, and you'll go right to his channel. And then you also have Crypto Elliott Wave. Just search it, Crypto Elliott Wave, and then Crypto Hippo. What is it? What is Hippo's channel? What's the name of it? Crypto Hippo? Yeah, it's Crypto Hippo. So yeah, There you go. All right. Any other questions before we go here, guys? I tell you what, I've been ignoring Litecoin and Bitcoin for a while, so let's just take a peek. If you guys want to hang around, feel free. I'm just going to take a peek at Litecoin. I mean, they're all doing the same thing, guys, but you know, I mean, they are just different numbers, right? So if you just learn the skills, you can come up with your own projections here. Where do I put that? This came to the 786, got much more room for the upside, guys. Now, Litecoin's pointing up, guys. It only hit the 786. That could be complete, but it looks like it wants more upside, upside, upside. Here's what you do. Here's what you do, y'all, on Litecoin. Always on Litecoin. Always, always, always. Because Litecoin likes to break its channel. Draw your lines when it's doing this stuff. When it breaks, you know it's going to go down. Let's see where might it go down to. If it breaks. May not break, it may bounce off and just continue. Yeah, 46.84, 46.49, maybe. This doesn't feel deep enough. It feels like we're going to come up here a little bit and then come down. But wait and see there. But same kind of play there. What's our count? 1, 2, 3, 4. Extended fifth wave. That's what it looks like to me. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. Extended fifth. That's my count on that. And so we got a 5, a 3, and a 5. Is that corrective? Is that impulsive? Okay. Is this a 1, 2, 3, 4, and then this is the extended fifth? And then we got a deep 2 wave coming? Yeah, that's another possibility as well. Man, I tell you what, man, we are set up for them to go up or down. We are set up. I have not covered ETH. Crypto Hippo. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, K4, glad to do it, man. Glad to do it. I will do a video in the morning, guys, on Thanksgiving. I'll probably just do it first thing in the morning. I probably won't spend a lot of time, But my guess is I don't know what the market does on Thanksgiving much. I don't pay attention. Sin was talking like he knows. But if you know what's going to happen tomorrow, Sin, let us know in your live stream, or we'll be watching what you got to say, buddy. Yeah. Let's see. Let's look at Ethereum as well. Ethereum was looking. Yeah, here was my count with Ethereum last night, that we had basically a leading diagonal A, we had a triangle B, and then we had a little truncated C. Barely reached the 1-to-1 extension, barely. But it got it. Well, it didn't quite. It was a front run on that, and then reversed, and then boom. So this looks like a completed 5, but it could be a 1, 2, 3. All that could be 4, and this could be a fifth wave to the upside. Keep in mind, though, that I don't know that we hit the 1-to-1 extension there either. So there's room for another hit to the high before they take it down. There's room to go up. So what you're saying, Jim, is that it could go up or it could go down. Really nice technical analysis. Really nice. Man, that's good TA. You TA guys, you're so stupid. You don't know anything. Those are all the Facebook comments I get all the time. Oh, so it could go up or down. Really good TA. That's my favorite. That's my favorite comment. I love that one. Of course it could go up or down. I don't know. I mean, I can look at the chart and tell you in general where it's heading, but man, how it's going to get there, I got some ideas, but I can't tell you what they're going to do. I just have to watch and pay attention. All right. Let's see. Let's look in the smaller time frame, see what that wave is doing. Three wave. Is that 5? This is coming down, guys. At least one more wave down. Boom. Boom. Yeah, it could come on down like so in the intermediate term. Like that. Oop. If it turns impulsive, because this is a 5 wave, if it comes down here to the 1618, we got an impulse on our hands, so be careful. You know, you could always get this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like so. I don't like how. Shoot, I probably expect it to do that. So be careful for that. Watch out for that. Yeah, everything's doing the same thing as BTC, guys. I mean, it could go up, it could go down. But I feel like they're going to hit the high. I think they're gonna break out of the consolidation up and then come down. So be watching out for that. But I don't know that it's going to come down forever. I think it's just going to make a corrective wave and then shoot up again eventually. So that's just a hypothesis, guys. Just a hypothesis. Just what I'm thinking. I mean, look how perfectly symmetrical this inverse head and shoulders is. When I see perfect things like that, I'm like, yeah, I don't like that. I don't like how perfect it is. Of course, I don't play around with chart patterns a whole lot, but I know everybody's seeing it. Everybody's seeing it, and guys, listen. This is what I think. When everybody sees the same thing, something's wrong. Okay, so when everybody's seeing something, that's intentional. That is intentional. So just be careful. Be careful here. All right, let's look at XRP because somebody asked for XRP. I'm giving you my speed analysis here, guys. Yeah, I was calling this to come down to about 18.5 cents way back when. That never played out. I don't know why that keeps coming back on my chart every time I open it. Okay. Corrective made a new low. Hit the 1-to-1 at 20 cents. Could be done. I mean, you could get 17.5 cents if it comes on down and make another shot. But it looks like looks like it wants to go up in the intermediate term. But let's see. Let me think about that here. We didn't even hit the 1-to-1. Got a flat right here. It's an odd shape. Yeah, I mean, it just feels like it wants to go up. It feels like it wants to go up more. Up more. Up more. That's what I'm seeing. So, I mean, to me, if any of these are going up, they're all going up. But how much up? You have to put the fibs on your chart like this and watch those fibs. Okay, watch the 1-to-1 extension, watch the 127, watch the 1618. Count the waves as it goes up, look at the structure, see what's going on. So you're saying there's a chance? Yeah, there's a chance. There's a chance. Well, guys, enjoyed being with you tonight. Thanks for hanging out with me. Sorry it was so rushed, but wanted to get some information out. The information I gave out at the beginning of this video, guys, you should definitely go back and listen to it. Talked about psychology, talked about how to enter trades, how to deal with your emotions, and when you miss out on a trade. So please go back and listen to that. Really, really critical that you learn to overcome your emotions as you trade. So anyway, hey, thanks for hanging out with me. Appreciate it. Good to have y'all, and thanks for stopping by. You guys have a fantastic evening. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Hey, be thankful for what you have. All things are from Him, and through Him and to Him. To Him be glory forever and ever. All right, guys. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye tonight.